Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've been here before, then you know who I am. If you haven't been here before, then hello, I'm TashaMarie and I'm back. Before I start, if you can hear that little I don't know, rumbling noise in the background, it's my tumble dryer. We've got the tumble dryer going. Anyway, I just wanted to quickly pop on, do a little video just to tell you where I've been, what's been going on, why I haven't been on YouTube, why I haven't been on Instagram. Life just sometimes gets in the way. I have been away from Instagram and YouTube for about a month now. Yeah, we've had some shit news on my side of the family and also Patrick's side of the family. Not some very good news at all. So we've been struggling and dealing with that and just being there for our families. And also there's been I laugh now, but it wasn't funny at the time. There's been a very traumatic incident with Patrick where he knocked his front tooth out. I know I look like I'm laughing and I'm smiling now because it is funny when you're looking back. It wasn't at the time. I'll tell you the story because I'm sure he won't mind. He was using, well, actually, no, I say using, he wasn't. We went to visit my mum and she had this exercise machine thing. And Patrick, being Patrick, was like, what is that? Why have you got that? She was like, oh, have a go. It was one of those resistant bands. What are they called, Pat?
Resistance bands.
Are they called resistant bands? Yeah. And you put your feet in the block. So you put your feet in the block, in the shoe sort of holders, and then you pull the resistant bands up with a bar. And obviously you're supposed to do that. I don't really know what you're supposed to do, but that is what we got from it. Anyway, so Patrick puts his feet in, pulls it up, and it goes boof, and it comes flying up about 100 miles per hour and whacks him in the face. He goes like this. I'm laughing. My mum is laughing. Turn around and look at him, and he's like, "It's not funny." And I was like, "What?" Laughing. And he goes like that, and I'm not even joking you now. He had a white t-shirt on as well. The blood just went woof. It poured everywhere, wasn't it? It was literally splurting out of his mouth. It was everywhere. And his front tooth was ding, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I may even put a little picture up here if he lets me. But yeah, there was literally his front tooth was sticking out. We were like, it's dangling. It's quite traumatic, wasn't it? Well, I'm laughing now, but it was traumatic at the time. So I was like, where do we go? What do we do? Do we go to A&E? Do we go to the dentist? But it was 7 o'clock at night, wasn't it?
And you have to remember, this is when everything was still locked down.
Yes, we were in lockdown as well. So, and it was about 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So me panicking, I rung A&E.
We was just about to get KFC.
Oh yeah, well, wait, we were just about to get KFC as well. We didn't get KFC. Obviously not. So yeah, I rang A&E in panic, where do I take my boyfriend? And they were like, you need to take him to the nearest, trauma centre sort of thing. So our nearest one is called Cumberland Centre. So I drove him to the Cumberland Centre. He had to put a mask on, even though he was pouring out with blood and his tooth was dangling down from his mouth. And bearing in mind, his front lip was massive by now. It had gone it had lip fillers. It had automatically gone black. It was huge. So we were like, oh my God. So I took him to the, minor injuries basically. So I took him to the Cumberland Centre. I wasn't allowed in with him. He had to put a mask on. He went in, he was in there, not even a minute. And he starts walking back out again with all this blood everywhere. And I'm like, oh my God, what are they doing? And he's like, they can't see me. I've got to go to A&E. I've got to see a face specialist. I'm like, oh my God. So we drive to A&E. Again, I'm only allowed to the door with him. They put a mask on him. To be fair, you weren't in there very long, were you? What, maybe 2-3 hours?
2-3 hours, yeah.
They didn't take him through to see the doctors or anything like that because he had to see a face specialist. So once the face specialist come down and seen him, he was give him x-rays and whatever, and he has 2 fractures, didn't you?
In my jaw.
In your jaw. So basically he said, it looks like we can save the tooth. Gave him some, was it General or Loco? I get confused.
Whatever the one is when you're not asleep. It's just injected.
I think it's local anaesthetic. Yeah. It's local anaesthetic when you're awake. Anyway, have the anaesthetic when you're awake. Or is it even called anaesthetic? Oh, you know what I mean. So he had that. Then he had the tooth put back into place, pushed back into place. He said he laid there and he could hear the of it like sliding back in. They then put a brace over his teeth to hold it in place, and basically said he needed to get a dentist appointment. That's all the hospital could do. So obviously he come out to me, his lip was massive, bruised. We got a doctor's dentist appointment a week later, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Then they went to there and he had scans there, and they said that he had fractured underneath his tooth, and he had 2 clear fractures, as well as the jaw fractures. So they said that hopefully if there's a blood supply, he'd be able to keep the tooth. If I'm saying any of this wrong, tell me.
No, it's all right.
That's right, isn't it?
That's right.
So yeah, and then they said that it looks like there's a blood supply, but we'd have to keep the brace on for a little bit longer. So he kept the brace on for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we went back last week, and she said that it's the fractures are repairing. There is still a blood supply, which is fantastic news. She said that the gums around it are not healing as well as she'd like. It needs to like heal so it holds the tooth in place. I don't know why I'm not like holds the tooth in place. So we've got to take some mouthwash and do like certain things to help the gum. But if that works, then fingers crossed he can have the brace off in 2 weeks. And
But it'll be Tuesday now.
well, yeah, but that's what it was at the time of the appointment. So now, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that goes really well, and if he'll have the braces off, and he'll just be fine again. But if it doesn't, and they're not happy with it, then he'll have to have a root canal. If the root canal doesn't work, he will have to have the tooth removed and another, like a false tooth put in. But fingers crossed it won't get to that. Hopefully he'll recover and it'll be okay. It's looking like it's going that way. It's looking really good, isn't it?
Yeah. I would have loved some Love Island teeth though.
Some what?
Love Island teeth.
Or some veneers.
Yeah.
I think he secretly wanted veneers. But yeah, so that's what's been going on.
It's been non-stop, isn't it?
I've worked my whole way through the lockdown, so I haven't had any time off or at home. I have recently just had a week off work, but before that I worked the whole 4 months of lockdown. It was quite stressful. It wasn't normal times. So I haven't really had a break. I've had a few like other issues going on, and I've just I think my mental health just suffered from it over the last month, and I've just not been in the right frame of mind. Normally I'm happily bubbly like Tash. I'm all for a laugh and a joke. I just haven't been the last month. I've just been really low and down, but I'm starting to feel so much better now. Yeah, things are looking a bit more positive. So I'm back. I don't really know what else to say.
Back is back is.
What?
You not heard that song?
Guess who's back? Back again. That's a song, isn't it?
Tasha's back.
Tasha's back. Anyway, before this video is any longer than I really wanted it to be, I literally wanted it to be a 2-second video. Well, you know what I mean. I just wanted to say I'm back. I hope everyone's good and everyone's well. And yeah, the next video is going to be a haul. Also, before I do actually go, I do want to say I recorded a couple of videos before I had like a month break from YouTube. There are a couple of them. I am going to upload them. So if you look at them and think, oh, her hair looks different or something's different, or that's because it's before now, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they're before my little month break. Okay, because I did a haul and I recorded it, I edited it and just didn't upload it, and then I never felt in the frame of mind to upload it. So I am going to upload it so you can all watch it, but just bear in mind it is a month old. But there will be a new one coming, a Simply Bee haul, so keep an eye out for that one. So yeah, I don't know what I was going to say then. Hope you're all well, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!